You're listening to Opinions in Beer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does that have... That has a whiffer?
Robot voice because of...
Thick and dark looking? It looks...
Put a lot of oxygen into the fermenting yeast, they go aerobic and they start multiplying.
Great American Ale off, but I don't want to drink a bunch of American Ales.
Cause of death. Dun dun dun.
It tasted worse than Bud Light.
Straight up 10.
Hello.
Did you say hello?
Welcome to this episode of Opinions
And beer. Everybody was kung fu
This is my Adam
fighting.
impression.
The cats were fast as lightning. That's right. We're singing some kung fu music.
On today's episode
Of Opinions and Beer. We're your hosts,
Adam.
Eamon. Opinions and Beer.
Opinions and Beer.
Today's beer of the day is Szechuan. Szechuan? Well, hold up a second.
You're being over dramatic, and nobody's gonna know what we're talking about right now.
Szechuan sauce. Hazy, DIPA, Hazy DIPA, ridiculous, dry hop.
No, okay, so DIPA is probably
Double IPA.
DIPA.
Yeah, double IPA. Ridiculously dry hopped. Ooh, that means this is going to be super freaking bitter.
Oh.
Might
bitter or dry?
Might be pretty bitter.
Oh, is there an IBUs scale on that? Look, what is this? B52. So it's 52 on the...
No, that's the company.
Oh,
Brewed
okay.
by B52 Brewing Company. It is... Gosh damn it, why does it never have nothing...
Oh, it says they're right out of Conroe, Texas.
Oh yeah, they're out of Conroe, Texas. They've been growing in popularity.
Keep Kolb. I thought it said keep Kolb. It said keep cold, though.
Dude,
All right, Szechuan sauce. Hazy DIPA.
Let's see some...
Ridiculously dry hopped. So, I mean, they got cool can art on this. I like it.
Where's on? Let's see. This usually has all the stuff. An American Szechuan sauce is a American IPA ranked 1,656 in all of IPAs.
Oh my god, I thought you were about to say IBUs. I was
No.
about to fucking throw this outside.
Has an ABV of whoa.
Did I say 85%?
I think it's
There's
8.
no way. Yeah, there's no way. Like we'd die, right? Like
8.5% in alcohol by
fucking
volume.
kill you, right? Like 8.5%. Okay. Cool.
Man, I'm not seeing an IBUs for this one. Usually IBUs are somewhere, but I'm not even seeing the freaking IBU right.
Well, I guess there's one way to find out. So, I think that most of us have heard about the recent Szechuan craze that arose coming out of man, like even what's funny is like
Oh my god, it's so bitter smelling.
Really? Hold on. Ooh.
Listen,
That actually is, yeah, that's a kind of
it
intriguing.
smells so hoppy. So freaking
shit. Did I finally
What is-
find the IPA?
Holy shit. See, the IBUs on this is 186.
186?
I do believe.
Holy shit. So far, I think the highest one we've had was like 120 or something.
Well,
like
400, but
that.
that's because it was a coffee beer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. Damn it. That's the calories.
No way.
There's nothing.
No way. Do you see this?
What?
Okay, so, alright, let's get into this. So most recently, because this is obviously a nod to the same bullshit, most recently Szechuan sauce was kind of reintroduced to the public by McDonald's or whatever.
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, and Rick and... You're cutting me off. I'm trying to tell them.
Sorry.
Sorry, the listeners want to know too. So Rick and Morty made some Szechuan jokes, and like an unnatural amount of people fucking freaked out over it. I guess it hit home with so many people that they freaked out about it, right? I mean, even the Rick and Morty creators or whatever went and talked about how they liked the fact that they were able to introduce something to those people, but like even they are like, oh shit, dude, these people are like crazy overreacting because apparently like, do you know the story of what happened to the people at McDonald's or whatever?
They were attacked.
Yeah, I feel like you were kind of telling me a little bit about it earlier.
What do you mean?
So like,
Szechuan sauce originally came from a promotion with Mulan. Szechuan sauce is actually a common sauce. It's like it's almost like soy sauce in Japan.
okay,
It's actually a common sauce over there.
all right. So what is Szechuan sauce? Then?
What
You
is?
said it's kind of like soy sauce. Is
Well, no,
it
I'm just
soy
saying.
sauce,
I'm
like,
saying.
mixed,
I'm.
or-
It's like a sweet and sour soy sauce.
Okay.
When I say it's kind of like soy sauce, I mean like it's like as relevant, like in most American Chinese food, how you usually there's like a soy sauce on the table when you go to like an American Chinese food restaurant.
Yeah.
Like Japan has Szechuan sauce as if it was like an alternative. Like if you go to a restaurant and there's like barbecue sauce and
Oh, okay. So is it like
it's like a regular sauce over
is
there.
it spicy at all?
Shit, I don't think I've had it, man.
Because I have a friend that makes like he calls it Diablo sauce or something.
Let's see, Szechuan sauce.
So it's yeah.
This dude's selling it for $950.
A mix between soy and sweet and sour.
Look,
Okay.
this guy's got the.
I was gonna say like this devil sauce that my friends make is essentially like wasabi. Like you line the bottom of like a cup or whatever with wasabi, then you put like ginger, bits of ginger on top of it, and then pour soy sauce on top of it. Mix it all together, and then it's like a spicy ass soy sauce. so it's kind of similar in that aspect.
So Szechuan sauce is soy sauce, sake,
Oh.
apple cider vinegar,
Oh.
honey, plum juice, arrowroot, garlic powder. It really looks like they just mixed a whole bunch
Yeah, they
of
mixed it
random
like
shit together.
3 or 4 things that taste really good, and then was like, okay, this is a finished product. 'Cause- yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, it smells so IPA and so hoppy.
especially with sake in it too.
I don't know.
That's really cool.
Yeah, there's no IBUs for this, even though it's a double IPA. All we know it's double at IPA and it's dry hopped. Well, let's try to guess. I guess we'll just try to guess what the IBUs are in this one. Did you
So-
already sip it?
No, well, a little bit like poured out onto the table, and I sipped
Okay.
it. So I think that we really need to address
The color?
yeah, like guys, you can't see this.
Lauren, do you see this color of this beer?
Yeah. It's a what the fuck, and that's a real big nod to Rick and Morty because that's like a yeah, exactly. So yeah. So
Yes, it is.
So what it is like the beer is right now it's like an off green, and then it, like the way that it foams up from the double IPA in it, there's so much. It foams. It looks like a foamy scientific, like mixed drink.
Yeah.
Like they did so well, and that's like exactly the style of Rick and Morty. I fucking
Yeah.
Like I love it. Like,
B52.
That was really well done.
I feel like we haven't had enough yet of B52's been around for a little bit, and they've started gaining a lot more and more notoriety
Yeah.
as time has passed. They're actually a pretty big brewing company now, and we haven't had enough of their beers. But if this one's really good, or if this one's just even kind of good, we're definitely gonna give it more.
You gotta do a Morty impression, or are you gonna do a Morty impression?
Sentence. Szechuan sauce.
Yeah, Rick.
Used in a sentence. The morons lined up in front
Whatever.
of the McDonald's 12 hours beforehand, not realizing that the store only had 4 packets of Szechuan sauce. The McDonald's employees thought it was funny until the roving group of morons smashed in their windows and pissed on their cars.
So now we're gonna try this beer. Just on their cars.
So there's the story. That's it. Yeah, that's.
I just wanted to share how to pronounce it. Szechuan sauce.
So here's the problem. The problem is gonna be that I have not had Szechuan sauce,
Okay.
so I can't. Like, I'm gonna drink this beer and
So,
then just kind of rate it.
Basically,
as like a
it's gotta
normal
taste
beer
like
that-
soy sauce, I guess.
Well,
No, okay,
like,
normal beer.
yeah.
A normal beer with a weird alien-like.
see, the thing is like you told me what the Szechuan sauce is made out of.
Yeah.
So like now I'm going for like hints of those things.
We'll
And
see.
have you had a sip of it?
No,
yet?
I haven't.
Okay, so I
All right.
have. Immediately, it's very, very bold, very
Bold?
bitter,
It's bitter.
very bitter.
All right.
But that's because of all the IBUs and the fact that
We
it's
don't
a
know what the
DIPA.
IBUs are.
Well, there's a lot I can tell you right now
Okay.
because it's a DIPA, and also, I tasted a lot of the shit that you just described that's in Szechuan sauce, like because I taste this and like there's two tastes, there's two big tastes that are about to hit your mouth,
Yeah.
and one is the super bitterness of an IPA and a double IPA or whatever. The second one is what is their additive that is the Szechuan sauce. And okay, I'm not going to say that it tastes good because this probably tastes exactly like Szechuan sauce, but Szechuan sauce by itself, like hints of garlic and stuff like that, you don't really need that in your beer. So I'm already going to say that they fucking nailed this.
Oh, they nailed it? Okay.
As far as like the way that it tastes, but that doesn't mean that it tastes good
Okay, wait.
or that it needs
Let me try
to
it.
exist.
Let me try this beer.
All right, go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. Try it and let me tell you, because I only had a few sips, but it didn't take much to be able to figure that out pretty fast. Oh god.
Not too bitter for me.
Not too bitter? Cool.
Wasn't too. Actually, I don't even taste the fucking hops. I can smell the hops.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they mean by dry hop. Maybe because it's not a hop bomb. Tastes more like one of those.
See, as soon as I tasted it, I was just like,
You know what this is
mauled
though.
with a bunch of hops.
This is like-
and
this
then
is like
the
a,
second taste was the
this is
Szechuan
a-
sauce.
You can see how thick it is. It's because this is actually probably the actual style of this is probably
Think
a
it's
milkshake.
milk stout or whatever they're
Milkshake.
called.
No, milkshake. Oh yeah, milkshake,
Milkshake
IPA.
IPAs, yeah.
Probably a milkshake IPA.
Because now that you mention that, that's exactly what it looks like.
I really like this beer.
You do? Yeah.
You hated it. You hate it?
No, I don't like. I'm getting a lot of the Szechuan sauce.
Oh really?
Flavor in it,
I'm
and
getting
it's
any
like,
of that.
dude, here maybe
Soy sauce?
No, not Szechuan sauce. Like some of the like additives and stuff like that.
Can I at least smell it?
Yeah.
Yours is a little It just smells like hops.
I don't get Szechuan from it.
What's this? Nothing?
No, I mean that was pretty similar. Yours definitely. I don't know why our beers taste different.
Different glasses.
Yeah, that's true. I poured it into whatever this is.
Actually,
Well, I think that's right. Okay.
All right. Well, let's see how it is.
ooh, the aftertaste is like.
What the
That's the xanthan gum additive or
It's
whatever.
like-
No, actual xanthan gum
No,
sweet.
you almost do get like this weird aftertaste of like garlic or something.
Yeah, like I've got fucking garlic.
garlic?
Yeah,
Like an aftertaste.
it's like garlic and like onion powder or something.
I don't
Something like seasoning or something.
Yeah. So would you? Yeah. Is that not what Szechuan kind of tastes like? Or is it like hints of it?
It's on the back of my throat, the more it tastes like it.
Like Szechuan sauce?
Like, yeah, it's almost like it's when you take the sip, you actually, I didn't taste any sort of like Szechuan.
Yeah, no.
But
Whenever at first,
it's
like
like the aroma that like sits in
Oh.
the back of your throat.
Yeah.
But it tastes like it.
exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
We-
you, Adam?
we
You don't
just-
taste that? Because
We've been weird today, haven't
Yeah,
we?
but
we
look-
usually we're on point.
It's almost like so weird though, because I can still like feel it on my mouth.
yeah,
Well,
it's not.
because it's milkshake. It's very thick IPA, so
It does linger, for
it's
sure.
gonna linger.
Like,
Hey, you know, I think
so you're not getting a lot of
I-
like
I-
bitterness or the.
I know. I
'cause
think
I swear the first. Drink,
there was like an
maybe it's the
episode
way I poured
ago,
it.
or like a future. Yeah, I think it was like an episode ago that you said that we gave the other milkshake IPA a high rating. I don't think we did, and I think because I'm thinking that this one's better than that one.
Really? I don't know. Oh, you know what? I think that
I think this one's
we
way
may
more.
have given it a bad rating,
This
but
one's-
not because of looks. Because that's what I was saying. Is a lot of people have been like in the craft brewing community. We're starting to like kind of like judge things off the way that they looked in the
Oh, yeah.
glass as well. Which how would you like? If we did like if we were rating it like that, then this beer would be way higher on the list because just it's like visually appealing.
Yeah.
like it's like
It's
you see this beer and you're like
Oh,
it's
God.
such a unique looking like beer that like you kind of want to sit.
It's very subtle though, like the garlic or whatever.
Yeah.
The flavor's pretty subtle.
You know, there was a while where we were drinking like hard liquor, and we'd make these things called, what are they called? Like swamp things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like
Oh,
pretty much exactly
yeah.
what it looks like, right?
Looks like a swamp thing.
And, yeah, and it.
I do like. See, I love thick beers, and I felt like the last milkshake we had
Oh, you're
was
definitely getting
was
a lot of
almost
flavor,
too.
so.
That one was maybe a little bit more bitter tasting, but I think that was because of that weird fruit that they had. It was almost too tangy. This one is way more palatable and tame compared to the last milkshake we had. And because I like thick beers, and I do like IPAs. I bet you this has like a similar IBUs probably to the Blue Moon White IPA. Is what
Yeah.
it tastes like.
I would say
I can't remember how many IBUs that White IPA had.
I would say this is probably between, as a rough estimate, I'm going to say between like 60 and 70, because
60
it
and
is
70.
like it is kind of high up there. I know that you're saying that you're not getting it, but
No, I'm
really
getting the
it.
hops. It's just not like I was for some reason I was expecting a hop bomb. Maybe breweries are starting to stray away from hop bombs like they used to do.
Maybe you've just been drinking too many IPAs lately.
No,
It's
no,
like,
'cause I
for
know-
real,
I know
like,
they're
I'm
out
getting
there.
A lot of
Because I know they're out there because craft beer people still they have their warnings about them about the hop bombs and stuff like that.
They'll let you know beforehand.
Yeah, they'll let you know like this beer probably
'Cause,
is a hop bomb.
Oh, yeah, because like if you don't enjoy that flavor, it's not appealing.
Like compared to whatchamacallit had like 120
Yeah,
what Jabberwocky, and that wasn't even. It was just like it was
bitter. But,
it was like bitter, but
they nailed it.
like a crispy like bubbles on your tongue type bitter.
Yeah,
It was like a weird.
Jabberwocky's it's on par. Like it's the one IPA that I've been like, yeah, dude, that was about where it was at. I mean, almost on par with Dragon's Milk as far as like how much I liked it.
So we have about 10 minutes left in this episode probably.
Oh shit! Yeah, we should focus a little bit more.
Let's
So guys, first off, let's shout out our social medias. We got to make sure to keep.
be sure to join our Opinions and Beer Facebook group. Be sure to join us on Twitter, Opinions and Beer. Be sure to follow Eamon at Eamon on Twitch. Be
Eamon X on
Twitch.
Thank you, bud.
Follow. Please add us on Instagram. You can even message us on Instagram. Message us wherever.
Opinions and Beer.
You can talk to us. Doing big things.
Big
in fact,
things. Big
In fact, I want to take this this last 10 minutes to kind of talk about those things.
Okay.
And then we'll rate the
real
beer.
Quick, let me let you guys. All right. So for like the weird Facebook thing, I'm going to ask you to say is, what is your Szechuan sauce experiences? Let us know.
So us here at Opinions and Beer, I'm not sure when this episode airs as far as what we will know afterwards, but I just want to go ahead and say that we're trying to make some.
Don't put any names out there.
No,
don't put any names.
I'm not putting names.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, no names.
No names except for.
I'm just saying the type of moves.
Except for opinions and beer.
Yeah, I'm just saying the type of moves that we're kind of making. And we get messages such as, "We'll talk to our brewers and partners about a collaborative brew." Our brew schedule is fairly aggressive at the moment, but I will let you know something soon. Opinions and beer. Amen. This is big news. We're what? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're about 5 episodes in to season 2.
Well, yeah, we're
Of Opinions and Beer.
We're like on episode 2 or episode 5.
Yeah,
or
something like that.
3 or 4.
We're on episode like.
This might be the first episode that you're listening to right now.
Oh,
out
season
of
2.
Year 2. I mean, season 2.
Year 2, whatever, same thing. Year 2,
Yeah.
season 2.
We're gonna release a battle pass here soon. And you guys, your mind's gonna be fucking blown.
So I kind of just want to take this last 10 minutes or last however minutes to try to like. You want to talk about what our pitch should be? Whenever we're like, hey, let's meet up and try to collaborate on something. You want to try to figure out what we should aim for?
Aim on. Yeah.
Because I know that. So obviously, I would not dare ask for an imperial stout.
Hey, we don't do this very often, but
Cheers.
To the future, my friend.
To the future. So what beer do you think? Because if it goes well, then obviously we could probably ask. I'm not going to go there. I'm fantasizing right now.
Yeah.
Should I fantasize? Can I fantasize?
Yeah,
Okay.
fantasize, dude. Because
So fantasizing.
That's how you set up things, and that's how you work it.
So here's
you've got to create a fake pap, and then you fake it till you make it.
So
that's how things work. That's how you get things done. Every person that's ever been successful, well, they probably had a lot of money. But the other people that were less successful, but still, not too much to laugh about. I think that's what our aim should be, and I think that we can hit that because they had dreams and lit. Guys, if you don't know about this, what you need to go home right now is get like a paper board or whatever, and then write out your goals for like the year or whatever, and then next year, whenever you've completed none of those, it's kind of funny to go back and see them. Like, I've got a couple of them that I go back and look at, and I just laugh. I'm like, ha ha ha. Because there was one where I was like, financially stable. And then, like, I came back the next year and was like, I circled it and put a big check mark. And I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I look at it 2 years later and I'm like, oh, God. No. Oh, exit out. No. So you gotta mark down your goals, guys. And that's what we're doing
right now.
Right now. Yeah.
Yeah, right now with you guys listening. So be sure to join our Opinions and Beer Facebook group for any updates that we get.
Random bullshit ideas.
But so we can't. So imperial stouts are really hard. That's usually our favorite.
I know. I'd love to be able to produce
An imperial stout for the beer.
but
we got to think. But we got to think. This is our first beer to collaborate with somebody. If we collaborate with anybody, if we collaborate with anybody, our first time.
How tough would it be to do like a porter or something?
See, that's one thing. I'm thinking about doing a porter. I want to thinking about porters. Porters are a little easier than stouts. I think it just comes down. So the thing with like Russian Imperials and stuff like that, it's just like double everything, and you got to sit there, mash it, and it's just a really, it's like actual work,
How many coffee porters would you say are in local stores? That are like
not enough. Probably we got like
or is that kind of overdone and we shouldn't try going.
I'm not sure how many coffee porters there are, because all the coffee porters that I bought are actually from like Louisiana stores. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So local stores, not like there's like Founders has a porter. You know what I mean? There's actually not even that many porters that I see.
You guys are getting a little bit of market business earshot here, so pay attention.
But I just I think we should go in with sort of like a sort of ideal recipe.
Yeah.
We might should have some sort of, if even like a shitty recipe, like some sort of like basis of like, this is kind of what we want to do and kind of the beer we're thinking of.
Yeah, we don't want to step on toes though. Like
No. I'm just saying you don't want to be like.
You're right. No. I get what you're saying. We need something generalized to pitch.
Yeah.
Not it can be something like awesome and unique if we want.
Yeah.
But like
It would just be weird.
Something pre-planned to be able to.
Because it would be. I feel it's kind of like. I'm just not sure.
What I really don't want, what I never want, is something that doesn't identify with us.
That's what. Yeah.
You know.
But also that's another
Because
thing.
we could
but
probably
you
just
never
put
want to
out
go.
something that's
But you never want to go to somebody and just say, "Hey, put my name on a beer." You know, you kind of want to do.
You do want to.
And you do. I'm just saying. I feel like it feels different. Like if you like actually put in like, don't just say make me a beer. Just like make me. You know, let's make a beer to collaborate. Like an actual collaboration.
This is what we've been dreaming about having, and like
yeah.
You know, if you guys can do that.
So I've been trying to think of beers to pitch and think about how I could find a recipe to pitch. And so I've come up with 3 ideas.
Oh shit! How hard would it be to do a milk stout versus an imperial stout?
Milk stouts I think are pretty standard. I think imperial stouts are just really hard because it's double everything.
Yeah.
And it's a really complicated process.
I mean, maybe we should look into that then, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I could buy a milk stout from like every location around here, gee, bet your fucking ass I would. You guys would never see me because I'd be in jail.
Yeah, milk porters.
Milk
are pretty
porters,
good too.
dude. I haven't had a milk porter.
Yeah, really good.
Where have you guys had a milk porter?
It was the.
That sounds intriguing. I didn't know they existed.
I can't remember who makes it. It's like is it the cow people?
Because porters are usually a lot sweeter, in my opinion.
The peanut butter one? Oh yeah, it was a peanut butter milk porter.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Was that good? Was that the one?
It was really good.
That was the one y'all were telling me.
The one that I said was my favorite beer of like ever.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's Lauren's favorite beer ever.
Yeah. So that's that's not
an idea.
Something small to cough about, guys.
So I have 3 ideas. So here's my 3 ideas. One of them is sort of like a collab of the 2 ideas.
Okay.
So the one idea is essential.
We've got a lot on the table already. We've got potentially like coffee stout, like whatever. Milk stout, milk porter.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So here's what I'm thinking. It's a bit of a.
I mean, also sours. We could try and dive into that and then add like a thing. I just don't.
Oh, and that's why I
want us.
And that's why I wanted to get to though.
Right now.
I did want to get into that though.
Decision.
Yeah.
Like we have to. Like guys, we want something to represent us, but we also have to think about what it's going to do on the market. Because if we release something that, you know, maybe we'd like it, but like if other people don't like it, then what does it matter? Then like it's still cool being able, like that's more than I've ever imagined that.
And we're shooting high, to be honest with that. I mean,
accomplish it.
There's always the possibility that they're just like, well, we just want to kind of put it on tap at the brewery. You know, that's always a possibility. There's a possibility that doesn't necessarily go to shelves. You know.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. If they're trying to get our money, they'll get mine.
but ideally, you know, ideally, I would pitch to them that I would like to do a collaborative beer, and if it goes well, we could do like a seasonal collaborative beer, like
man.
other other brewing
Yeah.
companies. They do seasonal beers and stuff. We
Yeah.
do like a season, like kind of like Bishop Barrel 1, but now it's Opinions and Beer 1.
What if? Hey, I'm gonna spitball. See, I like. We've laid out like the realistic things, and now we're going into spitball territories. And spitball
Yeah.
territories where I can really help you, bud. So I like the thought of this. What if we sat there and took like? What if we just like we try a lot of beers, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of very interesting beers that we have and that we've tried. Like, what if we take for season or whatever? We could take whatever beer that we agreed on that we liked the most or whatever, and then not like replicate it,
Yeah.
but like try and get something kind of similar, like, and then like see how that goes over. See like what they can do.
So my beer ideas, I have a idea for I call it the Ooey Gooey Butter Porter.
So I mean, I've had your mother's
Okay.
ooey gooey butter cake,
Yes.
and I feel really bad because I know that right now a lot of our listeners at home, they don't know what we're
Yes, I
talking.
do.
You think they do?
It's a vast thing right now.
No, dude,
Paula,
that's
Paula Dean made a whole thing on it.
Okay. You really think that our listeners
Dude, it's
have
big.
Paula
Dude,
Dean
okay,
pulled
so
up
here,
right
how's
now?
this?
All
Look,
right.
here's what's bringing up. So I was trying to wrap my head around
Guys,
it.
if
I was
you-
trying to wrap my head around how to do this.
See, this is
A
why
brewing
you
company,
gotta let us know.
a brewing company made in St. Louis, where the Ooey Gooey Butter Cake is most popular.
Okay.
In Missouri,
In St. Louis, Missouri,
the Ooey Gooey Butter Cake is very, very popular.
those our St. Louis, Missouri listeners right now are foaming at
Yeah.
the mouth. They're
Yes.
so pissed that
So
I'm like, no,
a
that's
company out there, there's one company that's done it, that's achieved it, that has got high ratings, made an Ooey Gooey Butter Blonde Ale. What they call it, a Ooey Gooey Blonde Ale. And it's
Alright.
based off the Ooey Gooey Butter Cake.
Yeah.
They're the only company to actually do it, and it looks like they
See,
achieved.
you've already beat them.
They
A
achieved the
porter
flavor.
version of that is
That's what I'm saying.
such a better idea.
Yeah.
Not that like I do. Sorry, I worded that really bad. Like not to shit on them at all. Like
Yeah.
like we need to try it. We can't not try their beer now.
I know.
We've got to get a hold of their beer.
I really do want to. But I don't know. I think it was a limited release at the time.
Yeah.
And then it might have been like a year ago.
So there's two beers right now.
But I didn't know
that
about
are-
it. So I didn't know about it when I thought about the Ooey Gooey Butter Porter.
Three beers right now.
I just know that like pastry stouts are starting to get pretty big with breweries and stuff.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Pop-Tart, like
yeah.
like
Like weird, like cake beers,
Pop-Tart
like cake
beers?
stouts,
Yeah, okay.
cake stouts and cake porters and stuff like that. And so, I'm like, I really wanted an Ooey Gooey butter beer. I thought that'd be so fucking good. And I was trying to look up, like, well, maybe someone else has already done it. And I seen that they did the blonde
do it.
version. They did a blonde variant, but I wonder how they even achieved it, because a lot of the stuff that goes into, like, it seems like butter is kind of actually hard to put in the brewing process because it destroys the head. But I think you can put like cream cheese in the beer and stuff like that, and like all the stuff.
yeah.
that,
I mean, like how many of these companies have put in like legit? Like you don't have to put full everything.
no, I know.
In fact, in
well,
some places it's illegal to do that.
yeah.
So
So like cream cheese and like lactose would probably go in there, and like some sort of like special sugar, like to bring out the sweetness. And I would think we should probably put try to put in like a hint of coffee notes, because it is the Ooey Gooey Butter Cake is a coffee. It's a coffee cake.
Okay.
So I thought it'd be great to have like sort of a beer that tastes like this cake,
Should we do
and
it?
then the coffee
Oh my.
aftertaste.
Well,
You know what I
that's-
mean? Like you were having the dessert with coffee.
Yeah.
You'd be having the beer with those coffee notes in the background to sort of like
Should we make it a breakfast brew?
a breakfast porter.
yeah, like
yeah.
like try this in the morning with your coffee.
Yeah.
Fucking enjoy. You're welcome. That's what Pinston beer. You're welcome.
The the other idea that I had.
Ooey gooey goodness to the max. IBUs and then just put a dash. We'll just put a dash.
The other idea that I had was sort of just like an edited version of Cause of Death.
Yeah.
Because I can get
what was Cause of Death?
So Cause of Death is considered an old ale.
Okay.
But when we drank it, it was very reminiscent of a Imperial Stout.
He knows the. I mean, he has.
We have the recipe.
Yeah, he has the recipe.
No, I have the recipe. I can
You do?
Yeah.
How willing,
it's everywhere.
How willing would you be to let other people know about that recipe? Are you like?
I've told people about it.
Yeah, that's what.
People. There's a lot of people that are.
Would you? Here's the thing, though.
He told everyone about it.
If we give that recipe to somebody,
he published it in a magazine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it's out there. The recipe's out there. There's a lot of people though that don't believe the recipe. If that makes it. They don't believe the beer is possible.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't understand how he did it. That's kind of the thing. So I might have to. I think it's a good recipe in general, and I think if we tweak it with like just adding flavor, so it's not boozy when we first make it, and maybe we just don't have to like create super yeast. I think it'd be a good beer. It'd be a good starter beer. But that's my two. Basically, a pastry porter or an old ale that tastes like a bourbon stout. That was never aged in bourbon barrel. It just tastes like that. It's like a very old classic beer style, and it's actually really good. It's just like a really dark ale, and it's not considered a porter or a stout, but it tastes almost identical.
So does it almost have like a red flavor to it?
No, I'm not saying it tastes like a stout, but it's just like it's considered an old ale. I think it's just how he brewed it, and
the name Old
types of
Ale entices and satisfies me at the same time.
See, because
it's cool.
Because it's like a very traditional, like it's a very old style of brew making too. He wanted, because he was trying to figure out how like they used to do it, because they're saying that the reason why he made Cause of Death was because people told him that a home brewer could not make a beer higher than 18%. Unless you like add a whole bunch of sugar. You can't do all grain and whatever. And he wanted to prove them wrong, and so that's how he just sat out to prove them wrong, and he researched old Egyptian styles of how Egyptians made their beer and stuff like that, and he kind of like try to replicate, in a sense, their style and made an old ale.
Here's the thing, listeners right now, I don't know if you guys are brewers. I don't know if you just are like beer fanatics. I don't know. Whatever your background, like this may, like, to me personally, like it sounds like unrealistic jargon, right? But it's not. It's factually accurate, and the guy has proven it. Yeah. And you specifically have tried it and can verify.
Oh yeah, I tried it, and like he said, like he admitted on the thing that everyone, like there was like a big craft news journalist that was sitting there just shitting on him for saying that he made this beer that wasn't oxidized. Well, no, they were saying, no, that's impossible. That beer has to be oxidized. It's going to be oxidated. It's going to have a taste of it. It's completely oxidized. Blah blah. And he finally met up with that guy at like one of these beer fest type things. And they met up, and he went on the journalist guy's podcast before they were called podcasts. Yeah. This is back in the day. He went on his thing.
Back in what day?
Back in the day.
Okay.
And he had him taste it on his show, and he was like, "There's no oxidation in this whatsoever. I'm so sorry." Like he just sat there and apologized for just shitting on him for saying that like he made this beer, because it just seemed impossible. But no one knows that he sat there and researched. He did
sorry, I just thought about it, and it's like I can't wait until one day some oh shit, some beer brewer is gonna straight up come to us and be like, "Listen here, you assholes," on our own podcast, and then make us apologize.
I don't think. I think podcast heat has gone away.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Yeah, I think it's too popularized now. Back in the day, it was very there's 30 podcasters or whatever, and so it's yeah, they know about each other and they're gonna fight. So now there's hundreds of podcasters.
Yeah, there's no telling. We could just pick a name, say Dave Bradley. Dave Bradley, fuck your podcast.
Fuck your podcast, Dave Bradley. You suck. But
that's he's gonna email you tomorrow and be like, hey, that wasn't very nice, guys.
So that's where I'm at, and
I'm a beer brewer, and I'm
the only So what's crazy though is that
I am angry Dave Bradley at gmail.com.
So the cause of death recipe does call for a little harder work, but it might be more respected that we already have the recipe, ingredients, and everything we want to do. So that might be a little bit more respected that we have everything. This is what to do. You know what I mean? There's no guessing or making them stress about anything.
But I mean, if it's a skeptical thing, we don't want to approach them
with
skeptical. The thing is the people that we're talking to right now, potentially them having kind of a market changing thing.
Yeah.
Would be really beneficial for them, and they'd be open to it. Yeah. I'm going to be realistic. They'd be really open to it.
And the only thing we couldn't we couldn't cause it. It'd obviously be the opinions in beer, and it wouldn't be cause of death anymore. That's why I say maybe we could slightly alter certain aspects of the
opportunity of life.
No, I'm just saying we could probably slightly alter, because I personally, I don't know if you love coffee. You like coffee flavors in your beer?
The savior of beers.
Maybe we could maybe we can make coffee notes in this old ale. Add coffee notes into this cause of death and therefore make it a different beer.
Okay. I mean that sounds, I don't know, man. I feel like that's too many risks thrown into one beer.
Okay.
I feel like dude, okay. So the way that this is going to work is we're probably going to
realistically, okay, tell me.
Realistically, the first thing that you put out isn't going to be good. You want it to be good, and you want to do the best that you can, but it's not going to. The second one is also not going to be good, but it's a little bit closer to where the vision was. And then the third one that you get to, hey, that's kind of what you wanted, right? And that passes, and it's good. And then from there, you build on that. So, I feel like the opportunity for error is really big. So we don't want to go with our initial one as the super complicated advanced one, because then it's not only going to crash and burn,
but at least
it
we
could
have
potentially crash and burn and then take us
down. But at least we already
down
have
so
the recipe.
That's true. That's true.
The difference with these other beers is that we don't have a recipe and we don't know how they work. So I would actually have to. I try to add some of these people from that brewery that made the ooey gooey butter blonde to try to just figure out how they incorporate.
Good luck.
I know it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, good luck getting a beer recipe.
I know. I need to see. I have to try to figure out how they made it work, because on a lot of the
just cut up bits and pieces.
Well, a lot of the home
butter cake. And
well, a lot of homebrew.
OC, do not copy.
On the on a lot of homebrew on a lot of the homebrew networks, they never really answer. I'll find forums see what did they put this in their beer, and I'll go through and it's they never answered. They just they kind of talked about it this might be good, yeah, this will work, this doesn't work, but they never said a complete like, did it turn out well? You know, you never get like an answer of what happens in these fucking homebrew forums. You just get questions. You see the questions like, can you put cream cheese in your beer? And then it's like this whole thing, blah blah blah. Can you put cheese in your beer?
What websites are you on? We need like,
homebrew talk,
Okay.
our homebrew
talk?
chat. It's like Reddit, but it's like
I,
all
I
homebrew.
I need to get
home
in
beer.
here. People are talking about putting cottage cheese in their beer. Oh, that sounds wicked cool.
They talk about a lot of weird stuff. I found like a lot of like questions like, can I do this in my beer? Can I do this? I'm like,
Can I
God.
pee in my beer and then sell it?
Man, a lot of if we want molasses taste in our beer, we use brown sugar. Apparently, brown sugar for sugar.
I mean, I could.
like that.
I mean, if you want to make a fucking Szechuan sauce, I could make you a barbecue sauce and we could market that.
But
because I mean, brown sugar is a big proponent.
we had
all that.
we had a really
Just
good
molasses in general is kind of like easy to make.
Remember that one beer we had that was really
'Cause I
good?
talked to grandma.
The that snake beer had brown sugar in it. That was the whole thing. Remember?
Really?
Remember that beer we had?
Do I remember that beer that we had? Fuck.
Black Snake.
Guys, what episode is this?
No.
It's episode 3/5/1/103.
It was
100. We're like on 100, and you just said, you remember that beer that we tried?
Fuck, what is it? Black Snake or something?
Yeah, Venom.
Venom! Black
that
Venom.
Black Venom?
Black Venom was brewed
Okay.
with,
Wait, you tried that, and then I went and tried it
yeah.
in a bar. Like, they just
Oh, really?
had it at a bar. Yeah, and it was really good both times. No, hold on. Let me reframe that. When we drank it together, you were telling me that you got like a kind of like copper / like bloody taste or whatever.
What?
That's what you told me, and I didn't believe you. Like, I drank it and I didn't taste that. But whenever I went out to the bar and then drank it straight off their tap or whatever, it was like exactly like what you were saying. And I was like, oh my god, it like really does. It tastes like there's like not copper. There was like a metallic taste like iron or something
Okay.
with it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
hey, maybe they're putting a little snake blood in there.
Oh,
or something.
God.
I don't want to mischaracterize you guys. That was a phenomenal beer, by the way.
But man, that's just what we're kind of dealing with. If you have any thoughts, please share what beer you think we should make.
Yeah, for sure.
And
for sure.
don't tell us Hazy IPA.
Hey, so real quick before you sign off.
Yeah.
Sour ideas. I feel like we at least need to have every option on the table.
Okay.
Sours, one of the good things about sours is it's really open-ended. I feel like there's a lot of weird things that they're out there.
Yeah.
What would be like some flavors that you'd be interested in attempting as a sour? Because I feel like it's uncharted territory. And but like, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe like a blueberry sour.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Like
Actually
a
try to
berry
do
type,
blueberry instead of like this weird
instead of like
Red Bull.
yeah, booze or whatever. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
No. But I'm sure there's like a weird
You're just saying that because you see it.
Sour.
Yeah, like I think that like I mean that's honestly I was gonna say like maybe like
an apple sour.
Ooh.
Hey, weird.
Well, yeah, if it's not a cider, it's all
yeah.
kind of weird. But I mean, it's not like you don't have to go through. Like, you could still potentially do that brewing process, right? Like, yeah, like, I think it's completely possible. But
Also framboise.
Framboise. People around. We also have to think about what's marketable to people around here.
Yeah.
They would not buy a fucking.
Medusa was really good though.
Yeah.
Medusa was a framboise and it was really.
Oh yeah, is that the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember. I don't know if I had it, but I remember the
I don't
name.
know.
So
It was
like,
really good though. It's made by the same people that did
the mash.
no
No.
we just said the snake.
Oh,
Black Venom.
Oh, okay.
Copperhead Brewing Company.
Yeah. They're out there making moves.
You want to rate this B52 before we sign off?
Man, dude. So here's the thing. Like, I was really, really impressed with this beer as soon as I opened it and started drinking it because of the unique flavors. But I mean,
Well, you have to drink it cold.
I'm gonna go back.
You're letting it warm up.
Yeah, but
You
here's
can't
the
let
thing.
you can't let IPAs warm up. You gotta drink them cold.
But I still have the same Adam. I know my feelings. I know what they are, and I'm telling you that my feelings have not changed. Like, my initial reaction to this beer, it's the same thing as what it is now. There was a brief middle period where I was like, you know what, maybe I need to lighten how I feel about it. But no Szechuan sauce hazy DIPA from B52. You're gonna get a real fucking review because it's about that time. Company. I was gonna say boy or son, but you know they're not. They're not either of those things. They're a company. All you crispy boys with the BOIS.
Why is it all white and this green?
I don't know. That doesn't even look like a Szechuan packet, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't look like a Szechuan packet.
But we may just, this might be like the Japanese Szechuan packet that we just haven't seen. Because look, it almost is like a. Okay, I'm not gonna say what it looks like. Okay, no, I will. It for one, it kind of looks like a weird like ketchup packet over there, but this also could be confused for a condom wrapper. So I'm just saying. B52 Brewing, guys, you did a fucking phenomenal job. I don't care if I don't like this beer. This brewing company did a good fucking job at replicating what they were trying to do. Because it's a DIPA, so it's dry. It's very dry. You'll taste some of it, and then you'll get some of the potentially what is the Szechuan sauce, a little bit of like aftertaste of it, and that's good. But here is what we're getting at. We're getting into novelty beer territory, the ramen beer. Do you remember the ramen?
Yeah.
Do you remember the ramen beer?
Yeah, ramen beer.
The ramen beer was a very unique beer. I loved it for that, and the fact that it was just something kind of out there. Like, we didn't think it was going to be good. It wasn't really good, but it was still kind of cool to try, right?
Yeah.
It was a very interesting, unique experience. Yeah. But it was a novelty beer. Okay, it was one of those types of beer that
I feel like all the beers we've been having this month is novelty beer.
Yeah, right. Like, and it's good. It's good that we're trying it, that we're doing the novelty beers. That way, that people can hear this and be like, oh, maybe this would be a fun one to try.
Yeah.
And we want you guys to go out there and try more beer, and have fun with it. Don't just go down the local aisle and see the normal beers that are produced and just settle. Don't settle.
Don't settle.
There's so many good. There's it's like the Wild West. We just explained to you, like, America is like the Wild West of brewing. Like do your thing, guys. Get out there and throw it out. Get out there and try and create your own ideas. Be sure to let people know. Like, be like, look, I'm thinking. Bounce ideas off of your friends. Like, I'm thinking about trying this beer. I'm thinking about trying to brew this beer. Do that. Let people know. Hey, because no matter what, you could at least do one of these novelty beers, right? You could at least do one of these novelty beers. That being said, I will come to conclusion with my statement and say, just because they can do a Szechuan sauce DIPA doesn't mean that they need to. This beer tastes so bad after it gets a little bit warmer. Like, I mean, I get it. You're saying that that's IPAs, but I don't think that the Szechuan sauce flavoring helps any. If this was something like just soup, like sweet or whatever, chocolatey and right up my alley, that'd be one thing. Let it get a little bit warm. But fucking Szechuan sauce green beer, come on, dude. Oh shit. There's some things that. Just because they exist doesn't mean that they should exist.
I think the last beer that we had differences on was a double IPA, and it was the opposite, where you really liked it, and I was like, this sucks. So it was just like, so double IPAs are kind of seem to be our.
Here's the thing though. I'm not going to take it on the. I'm not going to try and knock it down as a DIPA. I think they did a fucking really good job.
No, yeah. I'm just saying in general. I'm just saying it's funny that
a very drinkable DIPA.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's just a Szechuan sauce craze. I'm gonna go kick in the fucking windows at my local Walmart now and piss everywhere.
I think it was Heavy Seas Brewing
Wouldn't say all the idiots lined up in front of the McDonald's.
Yeah, all the idiots that line up in front of us all with Szechuan sauce. No, dude, this was selling out. People were mad, dude. I posted a picture of this on on a more global craft brew site to be like, hey, I'm about to review this beer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no.
And
it's gonna blow up because it's huge.
No, it's already blown up.
That's why you gotta do
this guy was
voice.
like,
that's why you gotta do a voice where
he was like, my mule went to get some.
You gotta do a Rick impression. I'm doing Rick, but you need to do a Morty impression. Can you do a Morty impression or can you do a Rick impression?
I don't know. I think that we're just gonna try our best to drink the beer that we get.
I don't know, Rick.
I don't know, Rick.
You gotta do whatever.
I don't know, Eamon. We gotta do the best that we can. We gotta review the beer. It's green. How cool is that?
That's a pretty good. Okay, keep going.
Okay, and the fact of the matter is that I posted on that website.
Yeah.
And they said that they don't have it no more.
Yeah, Adam.
And they're sold out.
Yeah, Adam. We're just trying to do this green beer and toss around.
And I went to the
local brewery
store, and they had like 3 cases left. I was like, okay, I'll just buy this one, even though it's selling out everywhere else. Okay, amen.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's just your opinion, man. It's just your opinion.
It's my opinion, and all we have here are opinions and beer. Rick. Wait, did we rate this beer?
Oh shit, dude. I'm
6.
On brewing, it was a 10. On flavor, it's like a 1. So that brings it right down to a 5. So,
okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Hey,